Peace, love, and light. This message is for Scorpios. So Scorpios checking to see what's in your energy. It almost seemed like there was like some other word trying to come out or something. Okay, now. And I'm getting that may even be significant for some of you. Like there's like you're picking up a lot of different energies at this time. And it may even be where like your spiritual team is trying to communicate a lot of things to you, trying to bring a lot of things to your attention. So much so it's like your speech, your speaking is trying to catch up to what you know energetically. It's like energetically, it's like your energy surpasses the physical part of you, and it's becoming so much more powerful where it's like it's gonna even be apparent in a lot of the things that you do. Okay, that's what I'm getting for right now. Okay, messages for Scorpio. Whoa. Okay, I bet you that was the High Priestess. Like something tells me that. Let's get that card, Scorpios. Oh my gosh. Okay, can't make this up. Yeah, like this is like serious living proof. And confirmation. Like the way that High Priestess came out fast, like how fast this High Priestess card came out, it wasn't even detectable. Yet it confirmed everything that was just said. How your spirit, your spiritual team is, you're connected to your spiritual team in such a way where like it's like the physical part of you is trying to catch up to the spiritual, right? And some of you may even find that you're saying things, like certain things may come out. It even may, okay, breathe. It may even seem like you're speaking a different language. You're gonna notice that. And some of you, it may even be that case where there's like some ancient language connected to that spiritual side of you. It's going to be coming out because your spirit is elevating so fast, so much faster, that you will find it, and it's like a challenge, right? You will find it more challenging for the physical part of you to catch up to the spiritual. Like this High Priestess coming out. Okay. And this is like that magician thing that's like that magician vibe that came out, that magician vibe that keeps coming out of you. Like people are really going to think that you're doing something. Like there's something that you're doing. Like they're going to be wondering, what are you doing? In fact, and they're going to be wondering, you know, what you drinking, what you eating, like what you doing to do what you do, because this mystery that you have and the way that you're operating, the frequency, you will notice that the frequency is higher. You'll notice that you're going to be vibrating at a higher frequency. And you vibrating at a higher frequency, Scorpios, and I'm getting that there's going to be a lot of this even among like different water signs, because the High Priestess is connected to water. You're going to be noticing that you're vibrating at such a higher frequency that the physical is going to be, it's like the physical is going to be trying to catch up to that higher vibration. you vibrating at a higher frequency is also going to be an indication of like where you're about to go, what's about to happen for you. It's like the divine is shaking things up for you. See this? The Hermit is even indicating you elevating on a higher frequency. Because many of you have been searching, you've been seeking, you've been looking. It's like the spiritual, the physical is going to be trying to catch up to the physical is going to be trying to catch up to the spiritual. It's going to be working harder to catch up to the spiritual. The Hermit card is an indication of that. It's like a new spiritual path that you're taking. This is coming with the upgrades that are happening in your life at this time. This is coming with the upgrades in your gift of clairvoyance. Many of you actually feel this. You're going to be able to speak to that spiritual side of you a lot more clearly. And more importantly, you're going to be able to listen to it. Oh, deep breath. Many of you may actually find that you need to do more breathing. Queen of Swords energy. You may actually have people wondering what's going on with you at this time, like where you get this from, how you getting it. Let's see what this High Priestess is saying. I'm getting that this Six of Swords is an indication of what's going on with this High Priestess. Like that spiritual, that frequency being raised at this time, the divine is saying that is your normal. Okay, that is your base, that is your foundation. Like the frequency needed to be elevated because you're going back to source, you're going back to who you are. And it's like this attention keep being drawn to your gift of sight, being able to see. I'm also, the divine is saying that you're being brought to a higher frequency because because your enemies, okay, it's like I'm getting this image of for whatever reason, Scorpios, I'm getting this image of like Superman. Like for as long as Superman has existed, Superman has had enemies. And it's like it never changes. Where one enemy gets defeated, an enemy gets sent to some kind of planet. It's like right after that, there goes another one. And for some of you, there's a Lex Luthor. Why I'm saying this? Why is this coming out? For some of you, there's a Lex Luthor energy coming out in your reading. Because the divine knows that there's that person, for whatever reason, has made it their business. It's like a soul contract that they've had to bring you down, because they have a specific plan, and it's like this is part of their game, okay? And it's like whatever plan you have, okay, whatever plan you have, the divine is saying you're gonna be destroyed. All right, this is the divine speaking to this Lex Luthor energy. whatever plan you have, you're going to be destroyed. They know this. This Lex Luthor energy knows this. There's someone that's showing up in your energy that has a Lex Luthor type of like energy, where it's like, you know how every episode of Superman or you know, Superman 1, 2, and whatever it is, it's like Lex Luthor always finds a way to kind of like make it their business to go and it's like they studied Superman. They've studied Superman. They know what his, you know, what all his vices are. They know everything about Superman. This Lex Luthor person. Like this person is showing up as some kind of a bandit, but it's like, and they may even be disguised, you know, it's like their wealth disguised them. There's something that disguises this person. All right. There's something that this person has that disguises them, and they've made it a point to target you. Like you're their main target. And the divine is saying that your frequency is being raised. It's like, there's a reason why that Superman analogy came into existence. You're developing these powers that's going to make you unstoppable. And this person that's showing up in this like Lex Luthor energy, for whatever reason, knows the course, knows how powerful you are. And it's like a battle of, you know, the powers. This person is wanting to have a power. This person is wanting the power that you have. This person has plans for whatever reason that you always seem to interrupt. Someone's not happy about how you always interrupt their plans. And some of you, this is conscious, and some of you, this is really unconscious, that you do this. And you have a specific purpose. You have a plan, something that you've been brought here to do, okay, to uplift humanity. Whoever this is, the energy is showing up as someone that might even be familiar to you, someone that you know. Okay, someone that you know, that for some of you, you would never suspect that this person is this kind of person. All right, you would never suspect this. And so this energy that's showing up about how like you're being raised to a higher frequency, because this is how you're going to win. Okay, you're being raised to a higher frequency because this is how you're going to win. It's like I'm getting this image of like so many arrows coming in many different directions, Scorpios. Like you're going to, like, your frequency has to be raised in order for you to be able to deal with all these arrows coming at you. And I'm really picking up there's a lot of arrows coming at you. They're coming at you in various places where you yourself, if your frequency is not raised, you will not be able to detect it. And not only that, I'm also seeing some of you are developing like telepathic, telekinesis type of powers where you're able to stop things with just your mere thought. This is serious here. Okay, because the divine is saying that there's someone that's been in your path for quite some time that has been literally setting up traps in various places for you, because they know a lot more than you think they do. They know a lot more than you'd care to think they know. Okay, because this is what the enemy does, is they study They study you. They study, they plot, they plan, and they've made you the subject of whatever it is that they're doing. So this high priestess, has got some work to do. And you get to know that one of the most significant things about this high priestess is that she is a truth seeker. This high priestess, all right, this is either high priest or high priest, the high priest or high priestess. You are a truth seeker. And as a truth seeker, the divine assures that you know how to enhance and upgrade yourself, upgrade your third eye chakra. And many of you are getting these upgrades in your third eye chakra. You're going to be seeing things. You know, many of you are actually, I'm seeing you're having dreams that are foreshadowing what is, you know, the gifts that are being bestowed onto you at this time. Okay? Ashe. So this upgrade, and this is how I'm hearing it. This upgrade is showing up as like it's like you're an elevation in your frequency. It's helping you to pick up on things that would otherwise seem so faint that you wouldn't be able to pick up on them. Okay, you have these folks operating on such a level where it's very subtle, it's very minute, like they're able to really disguise and hide their hands. And this, you know, picking up on this is on these energies is able to happen through raising your frequency. Your frequency is being raised because it's like you're some sort of like antenna that's picking up. It's like your frequency being raised. It's like an antenna, you know, that's like being put up. Like, you know how you have these old radios where it's like once the antenna, when the antenna is down, you can only pick up so much. So much happening from these stations, and once you raise the antenna, then you're able to pick up a lot more that's happening, a lot more stations. You're able to hear things. Well, that's the case for you. Your frequency being raised is connected to like an antenna. Okay, your antenna is your frequency being raised because the divine needs for you to be able to pick up what's happening around you. And what's happening around you is that there are a lot of stuff energetically showing up for you because these folks that are showing up in your energy, they know who you are. They know who you are by now because you are still here after all that they've sent, after all the evil eye, after all the ops and you know, secret agents that they've sent. Some of you, these folks that they sent in your energy were too close for comfort. Like these are folks that were living right under your nose, and yet you managed to literally live in the midst of the lion den and come out unscathed. And these folks, they sent these traps, they sent these, you know, these murders is what I'm hearing. They sent these, you know, conglomerate of evildoers, and yet you're still here. So they know by now who you are. They've gathered enough information to know who you is. Okay? And so knowing who you is, they now know how and what to deal with. And it's like these folks ain't playing. I'm getting this energy that a lot of you are dealing with animals in human form. These are folks that are really, they look human on the surface. Some of them, it's like these legion of beasts that's been sent. Like if you ever had the chance to actually look at them in the eye, you know that these are not human beings. They're on some other stuff. Okay, the way that you are going to make progress is through your frequency being raised, and that's exactly what's happening at this time. Your frequency is your antenna, and the raising of this frequency is going to allow you to pick up on energies that are not serving your highest good. This is going to allow you to avoid certain things and also defeat certain see that? Certain things. This is going to give you foresight. This is going to allow you to see exactly what you need to see to move forward. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. This is the power. This is willpower here. Okay, this is willpower that's going to allow you to continue your work, to continue fulfilling your purpose. And for many of you, this energy of preserving your ancestral bloodline is very serious in regards to the raising of this frequency. Like, you're being given the tools that you need to continue your fulfilling your purpose, to fulfilling the task that you've been given to do, because there's some fruit that is going to come out of this. All right, there's much fruit that's going to come out of the work that you are doing. Okay, many of you, this raising in frequency is going to allow you to pick up on a lot of different energies, the ones that are especially subtle. Okay, subtle energies that come, to do their bidding. Okay, and picking up on these subtle energies will allow you to strategize and plan for how you're going to move through this maze of mess that many of them have sent. Okay, many of you get to know that the traps that they send have a direct effect on your finances, because many of them know that as a child of your ancestors and your spirit guides, that one of the only ways that they can actually limit you from moving forward is through their finances, which is a major aspect that they control. Okay, and they know that if they can control your assets and your finances, then it's like more likely they're going to be able to manipulate their way to make you do what they will, because this is how they've actually had many join their their conglomerate of evil doing, is by offering the finances, because you have a lot of folks who are willing to sell their soul in a heartbeat for the promise of a piece of bread. And literally they're trying to manipulate this aspect in your life in order to manipulate what's coming. All right, and many of them, they know that you don't easily fall for the glitz and the glamour and stuff like that, because as a chosen, you see things differently. Okay, so the finances is one of the ways that they have tried to manipulate you. And for many of you, they've tried to manipulate you by way of finding others in your circle, because they know that many of the chosen are actually, they actually function on a solo level. They know this energy of the hermit, applies to many of the chosen, because of your energy and frequency, there are very few people that you actually, operate with, that you function with. And so what they try to do is they set up these scenarios where they're like, okay, this person's operating on their own. I'm sure they're looking for someone to operate with. So this is one of the many traps that they set. So be cautious of folks coming in pretending to be, a divine partner claiming to want a divine partnership. The divine is saying, this is why the Queen of Swords is here. Make sure you take time to analyze these folks. Make sure you take time to analyze anyone coming to offer you some sort of partnership that you're unsure of. And make sure you take time to analyze, any offer, in regards to finances that comes in a shiny package, because they know who you are as this high priestess, and they know what traps to set to try to get you to do what they will. And I'm really seeing it's like what they're trying to do is limit your path, because once they limit your path, then it's like they're able to trap you. They're able to have you exactly where they want you. You see that? Feeling trapped. Okay. And this raising of the high frequency, going back to it again, you seriously, many of you really do have like a Lex Luthor type of energy and you're showing up. Okay, if you haven't seen those for whatever reason, I'm getting this energy. Okay, go back and check those, references about Lex Luthor, who Lex Luthor is. Many of you have some energy that's showing up like this Lex Luthor energy that like has literally crossed lifetimes. And has a soul contract to cause chaos, to wreak havoc in your life. Many of you, this person appears as this like, this female figure. Okay, this person comes in this physical package of looking like someone who you think is supposed to look like a Queen of Cups. This person is not who they seem to be. Okay. They're not who they seem to be. All right. They've made it their business to study every aspect of you, because once they limit your path, they have you trapped. They have you stuck, and they have you where they want you. Okay. Look at that. Trapped, stuck, operating in secrecy. All right. Manipulating your finances, because this is the trap that they've set. For the traps they set will not succeed. Oh, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. You see, Lady Justice? It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. This is why Lady Justice, for whatever reason, has been appearing with this Queen of Swords, because Queen of Swords, all right, the way she's able to have justice is she strategizes plans, plots, and her coming up with this high priestess, you best believe, okay, she's not alone. All right. And this raising in the high frequency only means that she's able to strategize. And now she's developed all these other powers, telekinesis, telepathy, all of these tellers. Oh, okay. It's going to allow her to continue to look for her truth resiliently. And she is going to have her joy and happiness. And look at that. You see them? You see them always trying to cause some kind of issue, some kind of mess. Some of you, there is some sort of a earth sign showing up in the background trying to cause a lot more work. Okay, for you as the chosen. Oh, but at the same time, look who always look what you're surrounded by. Okay, you surrounded by Ogu. You're surrounded by the divine stars. Okay, all the cosmos. What? Okay, so they don't stand a chance. Okay, they don't stand a chance. What? You've teamed up with the cosmos, and you mean to tell me that these conglomerate of evildoers stand a chance against The cosmos, this is the universe you're talking about. This is the all-seeing eye you're talking about here. Look at that all-seeing eye. There it is. All right. And for many of you, you get to know it's like they've developed these technologies to keep a close eye on you, yet they still can't. Yet they still are not able to see, because the divine covers you, assuring that you move towards success and victory, and that you shall. The divine is preserving you. Whatever all-seeing eye they think they have, okay, the divine has had them, the all-seeing eye, for centuries, even before they developed their whatever they call technology. They have yet to figure out what technology is. Because the little that they know actually comes from the ancestral bloodline of the chosen that developed technology. Okay, we're talking about Ra lineage. We're talking about ancient Kemet. Okay. Ancient knowledge here. Okay. For whatever reason, I'm seeing there's something in this. 18. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Okay. Look at that. Speak of Ra. Condor swiftly brings the will of spirit to earth through the gift of powerful medicine. Despite great odds, even in the face of what may appear to be an inevitable defeat, extraordinary triumph is at hand. This is the prophecy of resurrection, of the rising of what was thought to be lost. It shall happen with unexpected and surprising swiftness. Your divine destiny is now held in the guiding hand of a great spiritual master. Your divine life purpose involves assuming the role of leader, guide, healer, and earth warrior for love on this planet in your unique way. Inviolable spiritual protection surrounds you. Contour or condor is the ancient bird of the Andes, once flying alongside saber-toothed tigers. The largest flying bird in the world is also one of the oldest species on Earth, soaring to great heights and for hours at a time with little or no wing movement. Condor holds the medicine of strength, spiritual connection, and grace, with the lifespan to that of humans and of longevity and swiftness. Condors have been on the brink of extinction, yet they survive in the wild at the top of the food chain, and rarely a hunter takes life. Condors feed on carrion. Its medicine brings cleansing, protection, as it can process toxins harmful to creatures. Condor is the medicine of the shaman Yachak, the Indian healer, one who knows. Indian shamanic worldview, Condor rules Hanan Pacha, the upper realm that is home to the gods, as well as stars, planets, and constellations. Okay, you may intuitively recognize a universal love shining through celestial realms. This is the love that stirs our hearts and gives meaning to our lives. It's the same love that provides intelligence for the sun to shine. The Oracle of Kuntur Yachak brings a message of universal divine love from the living heart of spirit. Like immediately, I'm seeing that this energy of the all-seeing eye, which is, this energy came in the reading, is connected to this like energy that showed up regarding like your frequency being raised, and you're going to, if you haven't already, many of you have probably noticed that this raise in frequency is going to manifest itself in many different ways. Many of you may even see like, it's like your physical attributes, you're trying to catch up to the spiritual attributes, because the spiritual attributes are raising, are enhancing so fast. And the divine is letting you know that these enhancements and rise in frequencies is what's going to take you to the next level, because this is what's going to allow you to win because of these new strategies that these conglomerate of evildoers have developed. Okay, and you are going to win. And that is the message. If this message resonates, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, love, peace, and divine light.